Recently, many stocks have been crashing down, and more specifically, NIO fell from $47 to $37 within the span of 1 week. In this video, we will be talking about the reasoning behind why NIO is crashing, where I think NIO will stop falling, we'll be debunking some myths surrounding NIO, and what I think the future for NIO stock is. I haven't seen many people make videos covering this on YouTube yet, so make sure to stick around for the whole video. Let's do it. Some of the main reasons why NIO has been falling recently has just been fear surrounding all high growth stocks in the total market. Recently, with many companies reporting earnings, there's been instability in the markets with people being worried about the future of many companies. Another main reason why NIO stock has been crashing is because there was a fatal NIO car crash that was using its self-driving technology. There was a 31-year-old man named Lin Wenqin who was the founder of several Chinese restaurant chains. He died after his NIO ES8 crashed on August 12th. Lin's NIO was driving using the navigation on pilot feature, which is the self-driving feature of NIOs, more commonly referred to as the NOP. The NOP system is a hands-free self-driving system similar to Tesla's. This crash was the second fatal crash involving NIOs in the recent weeks, which is not building a great name for NIO. The other crash was on June 30th, where the driver was killed in his ES6, where the car hit a stone pier and burst into flames. Not only is it bad for NIO's brand recognition, but this raises concerns for the regulations on self-driving technology. The two accidents have drawn the Chinese government's attention, which isn't a good thing. There could be a potential risk for the Chinese government implementing regulations on the driver assistant features for self-driving electric cars, which would not be a beneficial thing. A regulatory crackdown by the government is the last thing we want to see. But on the plus side, if there was a regulatory crackdown, the same crackdown would occur for all of NIO's competitors as well, so it isn't an all bad thing for NIO. Also, it's very common for car crashes to happen. All brands of cars have malfunctions and crashes. The only reason why NIO's crash is being highlighted out is because NIO is an up-and-coming company, and they are bringing this concept of EVs to the world, which is still a new thing. Everyone is giving attention to these EVs because they're the next new thing. They are the current fad and all the media is over it. In my opinion, this crash won't even be remembered within the next 6 to 12 months, and NIO will be unaffected as a company in the long run. Some other reasons why NIO is trading down is just because all small caps are getting beat down right now due to inflation fears. NIO is not necessarily like a small cap company, but it's not like some of the beast companies in the Dow Jones. Right now, most of the investment money is flowing into giant stocks like the ones that make up the Dow Jones because Wall Street believes that big companies like those are stable enough to weather out the inflation. The reality though is that inflation has been kicking in for a while now, but Wall Street is just now recognizing it as a thing. Most of the smaller companies have been weathering out the inflation as it's been happening for a while now, but Wall Street is just late to react. I think similarly to how they were late to react to the beginning of inflation, they will be late to react to the end of inflation as well. But eventually, inflation will stop and there won't be as many supply chain issues. For example, some of the reason that inflation is actually affecting these companies is because it costs them more to ship goods. In one of the conference calls I was listening to, people mentioned that shipping crates are now 4 times the price that they used to be due to inflation. 4 times the price. That's crazy, guys. It's clearly not sustainable. The shipping crate prices will eventually decrease and these supply chain issues will go away. There's no way that shipping prices are going to sustain at 4 times the price that they used to be. It has to decrease at some point. Another thing I want to point out is that NIO is supporting its technical analysis. There was a news update on TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim that stated, NIO stock falls to support technical analysis. After I did my own technical analysis, this seems to be true. On a 3-year chart, NIO stock fell to find a support at the 50-day exponential moving average, which is exactly what we like to see. It's likely that NIO will find a definitive support here and reverse off of the moving average. You can see just about 100-ish days ago, it did exactly that. It found a support on the 50-day EMA and it made a reversal. We're also seeing this pennant pattern, which causes me to believe that NIO will likely break above this top resistance line eventually and make a run. So that's it for this video. Comment your thoughts on NIO. Comment what stock you want me to cover next. Peace.